Wait, are you guys planning to buy that?
Oh yeah, of
Okay,
course.
give me a minute. I'll just explain that. Hello guys, in this video we'll be looking at the issues faced by the users in the Apple Vision Pro, and with me today is Feby and Brijraj. Let's get into the video. So I was telling you guys to consider before buying the product, right? Because I did few researches on the product using the fishbone diagram, which is called the Ishikawa diagram. So Ishikawa diagram segregates the problems that the current product has. So first thing I felt the major issue with the product is the medium that they have used. That is the material, right? So they have polycarbonate and nylon in it. So I feel that is, I understand they might have used it for lightweight, but I don't know how well it is, lasting, because that is very similar to a plastic.
Yeah, and I was wondering like if it helps with the light leakage issue that happens with the users that are reporting. It was also, I was reading some articles and some videos that I was watching, and the users also reported that it did get a bit heavy on the head after a while of usage. So I don't know if that would be
Okay, fine.
And I have also heard that they use curved glasses. Like at the
Yeah,
back.
I was about to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I think like what I have heard people say is like the cameras, they have it like the curved glass in front of the camera, so it kind of distorts the feed.
Ah, yeah.
yeah, and because of that I also heard that the field of vision that the users are looking at, it's very narrow, and so you cannot it's not everything in your vision is not, your vision is very limited, you cannot see everything, and
That's
of course as
true.
Feby said,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
helps you.
That's okay. And like there were people who were like saying that they feel really discomfort. The discomfort of using that particular product is like really huge. As in, he already mentioned that it was too heavy, and people are getting marks through it. And people were also with high power, people who wear specs. So they were also facing issues like like since they're straining their eyes too much into the product. So it's like much more very what to say, if I'm gonna be watching that for a very long time, I don't have power, but I feel like I might end up having some
Yeah, it is,
power
it
issues.
is exactly like when we were young, our parents were don't sit too close.
Exactly.
It is exactly like on your
On
face.
your face, yeah.
And there was another thing which I was also looking, like isolation. And but to be honest, it is a really good product for people who are introverts, like super introverted people, because they are always in their own world. But I don't know, like you can't be lost in your own world again and
No, all
again.
the time, yeah.
Yeah, and there are few more methods which also like I feel somewhat kind of off. Like which is one of the thing was the object tracking, where users were like bit kind of bad. I mean, like they felt bad because the gestures weren't working that really accurate.
I have
Yeah.
heard like we were watching a video like this person was just like doing the hand gestures,
Okay.
but it was kind
Yeah,
of
it
at
is
the
not
end.
tracking it
Yeah.
properly. Yeah, and in the video as well, the guy was mentioning that if you're planning to pin a video on the screen, it doesn't stay there. It will just stay on the world, but it doesn't follow you everywhere. So that is really
okay.
inconvenient. So if you are watching a YouTube video and following a recipe, then it doesn't stay there. Like it will.
Or it just flows out, like just goes up.
It just goes away from your peripheral if you just look away.
Okay, fine. And equipments, why when you focus on the equipments, there are like they face calibration problems as well. Like, as in it's not like the cameras aren't performing well, even if they even after like when they try to like figure it out what it is, it's like a huge process. By the time people are getting like kind of fed up, like okay, fine. And
yeah, like if it takes me a long while to just sign up and just use the product, I'll be bored. Yeah.
so there are few other things about environment. What do you think about the environment? As in the lighting quality, is it like really good?
Like I have heard like when people use it, it has to be their own fit. If it is not the ambient light, like if you're in a
Starts to
well
leak
lit,
in.
yeah, it literally gets into the thing. So
So yeah, if Feby has one Apple Vision made for herself, I won't be able to use that without
Okay, that like then I don't know.
So that is like a huge flaw for me. Like if I'm purchasing it for myself and I want my friends to use or someone in my family to use, I can't share it with them, and they will not have like a perfect experience like I am having without
Okay.
the
yeah.
light issue.
Fine. So now we already got to know what are the flaws that we have, right?
Yeah.
So, is there anything that we could suggest? Okay, Apple, if you guys are watching, please note this. This is for you guys. Please do watch and change your flaws. Okay. So yeah, what are the solutions that you guys have in your mind? Like we discussed kind of five major issues that Apple Vision Pro is facing by the users. So what do you guys think that they could change?
Well, I mean, a lot of the issues that we talked about, like the color reprint, like a lot of the issues can be solved with software updates, is what I feel like. Some of the issues with the material and all, it will require a bit more work, but the software issues can be easily fixed, is what I feel. Apple can do it, I think.
Like the field of vision thing, the narrow field of vision. I feel like if they remove the solid, the frame,
Yeah.
it can create a kind of a peripheral for us. Like we humans have peripheral vision that helps us not
Yeah.
bump into things. So if they kind of sort of
That's
change-
true. And I was also thinking about the anti-vignette
Mhm.
because it has a darkening side
Yeah, around the edges.
So that was also one of my thing which I was like looking at.
Yeah,
So-
and again, they can use better algorithms for noise reduction maybe, so that it reduces the blurriness that the users are experiencing during low light conditions. It also helps with it helps user not get fatigued easily.
So I guess we are almost at the end of today's video. We have got a really good potential solutions for our issue. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me in the video today. Okay, so let's catch up with another video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.